I want to highlight a client of ours, Evan Topolo, owner of Topolo Development. They build and remodel higher-end homes in New Jersey. We help produce their video content and we manage their social media. Evan gets crazy engagement on his Instagram, and part of the reason for that is he has a great presence on camera, he's very comfortable on camera, but also he's funny and he comes across as an expert. He mixes humor and expertise in all of his videos, which has elevated him to be viewed as an authority in the home construction space. This helps Evan and his team build a lot of trust early on with cold prospects who are seeing how much influence and reach he has online. Even if you don't want to appear in the videos yourself, as long as you have a team in place to help you create fun and engaging content that your audience wants to interact with, you're golden. All right, so let's take a look at Evan's Instagram here. Like I mentioned, he gets really high engagement, a lot of impressions on his content, and a lot of likes and shares and comments, things like that. He's got a really great presence online. Now, to be fair to Evan, before we started working with him, he already had a pretty good presence. And since working with us over the last 6 to 9 months, we're in between that period, you could see his views have really skyrocketed. Just in the last week or two, because we post for him 2 to 3 times a week, so you kind of get an idea as to the frequency here. But his most recent post, 13.4K views. Let's take a look at this video real quick, because I want to kind of give you an idea of the different styles of creatives that we're helping him put out there, and how he gets a little bit more engagement on particular types of creatives versus others. Let's take a look at this guy here.
Cutlery divider. 2 levels. Jeez. One more thing. Paper towels at your service. I got this drawer feature.
So you can see it's like short, quippy, cool music. He's showcasing the innovation that his company offers, all these kind of cool things that you can do throughout the kitchen. It's nothing like mind-blowing, but it's just fun and engaging, and it invites people to kind of interact. Wow, that's really cool. So that's one example. And he got 13,500 views. He posted this less than a week ago, 4 days ago, right? Now you can see here, some of his content gets outrageous amount of views. I mean, this one has 1.4 million, 1.5 million. This was posted within the last month. But you can see consistently, well, he may not be getting millions of views on a regular basis. He consistently and regularly is getting thousands, tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of views. So let's look at the 1.4 million one here. He has it pinned up at the top. Let's take a look at, keep in mind the style of creative, how he's speaking to the camera authoritatively, but also offering, again, some cool innovation that a lot of other contractors or other people in the market for his services may not be aware of. It's a little annoying. On desktop, I have to turn the volume on each time, so bear with me on that.
He's out. This looks like a regular one-gang box, but this is our kitchen, and this is going to be in the kitchen backsplash. So this is going to be an outlet in the backsplash. This is an outlet in the backsplash. This is an outlet that's actually going to be inside a cabinet, like a what they call a garage cabinet. But because we don't know the thickness of the stone yet, the electrician puts in these adjustable boxes. So depending on the thickness of you've got sheetrock, you've got tile or stone. In this case, it's going to be stone. But the electrician, after everything is put on, can adjust this outlet box in and out. So when he puts his stuff in there, it's money.
So there you go. And you'll notice there's nothing fancy about these videos. The production value is not very high, if I'm being completely honest. It's pretty raw, down and dirty, but it works, right? And he's offering knowledge and expertise and kind of an interesting take on, hey, look at this adjustable outlet box. You don't have to be boxed into your setup. You could always adjust it inward or outward, whatever you need based off the specificities of your project. But he got, a lot of people really loved and engaged. 34,000 likes on this video, right? Moving over here, he does a lot of collaboration videos. You can see here he's with his architect. This is with his designer. He kind of creates a little bit of a narrative with the content. Let's look at it.
Hey! I got this drawer feature.
Good morning!
Hey! Good morning! She's got the binder, so check this out. This binder is full of construction plans, mudroom, powder room, kitchen, dining room, primary. So each page has all the information.
So he's including his collaborators within his online presence, right? Calling them out by name and saying, hey, we're working with Mimi and Hill, or we're working with this architectural firm, or this door designer, or stair and rail maker, things like that. And they deliver an excellent level of quality. They're easy to work with. They deliver on time, on scope, on budget, all that stuff, which furthers his engagement because everything he does, or a lot of what he does, is like a shared collaboration as a general contractor that builds upscale homes or remodels upscale homes. He does a lot of product call-outs and demos, and because of that, a lot of these product companies will, offer their products either at cost or for free, basically as an influencer. Basically he's at that point now where, because he gets so much engagement, products like MagVent, which is the video we'll talk next, are perfectly willing to let him use their products on his jobs because they know that anything he posts is going to get a lot of engagement. So let's look at this one.
We're trying out by a company called MagVent. We're in the laundry room right now, and this is where our washer and dryer is going to be. This piece goes on the back of your dryer. Instead of that long flex vent, because we have to stuff the dryer in here, this piece goes on the back of the dryer. It's magnetic, and look at the piece that we put in the wall. So check this out. In the wall right here, we've got this ring. So when you're ready to put your dryer in, you have this connected to the dryer, you push it back, boom, magnetic. Genius. I love it. New product we're trying.
So boom, you'll notice the music is kind of, it's fast paced, kind of like techno electronic, because it's like, it just amps you up. It gives you gives that little extra edge. You'll also notice a lot of these videos are very short and sweet and to the point. We're not boggling people down with a lot of information and insights. It's just, check out this product. It's really cool. Here's its functionality. Here's its usage. Here's how we are using it in the field, in the real world. This one was posted earlier this month. Again, this is all comparison to the obviously the creation of this video right now, but all within the last month. This one got 57,000 views. Let's take a look at this one. What's he talking about here?
Check this out. Built in, this is a mud room. It's gonna be a countertop here. Inside the drawer for chargers. And then when you open the drawer, check out this arm here. Cool stuff. Check this out.
Boom.
Built in. This
quick 60,000 views. And again, what's he doing? He's always imparting expertise, but he's also showcasing the uniqueness of their builds and what they're doing for their customers. The kind of thinking outside the box on different features. How this drawer opens is different than the ordinary, right? Here we got 1.3 million views because they use this pocket door kit. It's just a unique feature which gets attention and also showcases his company as, hey, these guys are specialists.
So we put in this temporary door to show you this new pocket door track we're using from Cavity Sliders. Check this out. Super nice system, soft open, soft close.
Let's look at one or two more. So we also try to experiment with other types of creatives that aren't always so, informative or authoritative. So this one's a little bit more social media-y, in that we're following a bit of a trend with the banner at the lower third. No voiceover, no music even, but it's just, we're trying things, right? And even this one got almost 30,000 views. It's like 10 seconds, not even. That's it, right? We're never complacent. We're trying things. We know Evan on camera is going to get results. It's going to get those views and impressions and likes and shares and comments. We already know that. But because we have that frequency of content, we're open and willing to try other things. This one I like a lot. So here's an example of Evan using humor and education to edutain his audience. This one I like a lot. Let's look at it.
You know what this is? It's a vibrator. Get your head out of the gutter for a second. What this thing is when you pour concrete, you stick this thing in the concrete while it's still wet. It vibrates. And what it does is it takes all the air bubbles out of the concrete. You get a nice clean pour with no voids in the concrete when you use one of these vibrators. Vibrator. Everybody needs one. You just don't know when. You know what this is?
Okay, so he's got the sexual innuendo in there, but it's cute. It's funny, right? How do you not like that? And it's education. I didn't know anything about that, and I work with this guy. I learned from just working with this guy on his videos, like all these kind of interesting tools and workarounds and ways in which they accomplish their goals in their jobs. Let's look at one or two more. There's so many here. Look, this one got 185,000 views. We posted this. I remember like a month or two ago, I looked at this. It had about 10 or 15, so it must have blown up. Even I come back here, the back catalogs of what we're doing. 110,000 views. Look how simple this video is.
Check out this truck filled with concrete, right? The only way to get this stuff down there is one bucket at a time. Check out this truck.
Now, when we were putting together the content for this month and I looked at that video, I had a good feeling about it. Why? Because it reminds me of those old Vines, those like 7-second videos where you're kind of getting everything, narrative based out there in a very pre-packaged clip that kind of tells the story very quickly, and it had that kind of vibe. So I had a good feeling about that. And it makes sense because for social media, the quicker you can get to the punchline or the quicker you can get to the value prop, the better chance people are going to stick around and engage with it. Some of these videos here, like I could tell you, this is another collaboration video with one of his designers. Got 4,000 views. That's a lot of views, but it's not as many as the rest because this one's probably about a minute long. Again, this one only 1,600 because it's Evan. It's a personal video. So
it's no light series. Yeah. Almost no light. Just wins the race. I'll take it forward.
So he's with his father, he's with family, right? So, his audience isn't necessarily here for that content. But again, it's good because A, it mixes it up, and B, it shows, hey, I have a life outside of my business. I enjoy other things. I think that's a good thing. But I invite you to kind of come through and check out his content. This is about the time when we started managing and creating the content for him and helping him kind of get out snappier, quippier content that's going to stop the scroll, which we've accomplished, clearly. I'm very proud of what we've done with Evan, very excited to continue working with Evan. He's got a great presence on camera. I think if he plays his cards right, he could find himself, getting a contract with HGTV or a provider like that because he has the on-screen presence, he has the knowledge, and I think he's there career-wise and in his life where that could be a real possibility for him. But for right now, he's just succeeding with his business, doing great work, and his online presence really kind of showcases that. It's fun and inviting and also educational. And I think content like that, you're always going to win.